www.fatguyradioshow.com.
People spell their name however they want. Has nothing to do with phonics or nothing. Not sure what phonics is, but I saw the girl that was hooked on it, and I thought she's got a problem with it, apparently. Have you seen that commercial? Hooked on phonics, work for me. Yeah, she was adorable, you know. I was thinking, wouldn't that be weird if she was applying what she learned and she couldn't get the commercial straight, you know? Hook it on phonics, working for me. Hook it on phonics, working for me. Okay, cut. You talk to her, man. We ain't gonna move a lot of tapes this way.
From the BDB Production Studios in Glendale, Arizona, a suburb of the Valley of the Sun, it's Fat Guy Radio Show. And now, here's Corey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fat Guy Radio Show. A little Led Zeppelin to start your Saturday, June 20th.
Or whatever day you're listening.
July 20th.
Oh, man.
July 20th, 2013.
Yes.
I'm your host, Corey Blaze. That's Philippius sitting over there.
Yes, it is.
And that is Jake, the Snake in His Pants Williams. Hello, Jake.
Williams?
I don't know. I just made that up right now. Nobody knows.
That is the correct middle name, though.
Jake the Snake Williams?
Jake the Snake in the Pants.
Jake the Snake in... Oh, here we go. This is going to be great. All right, folks. The Fat Guy Radio Show is an interactive show, so I encourage you to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Fat Guy Radio Show. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Fat Guy Radio Show, or give us a ring on the Fat Guy Radio Show listener line by Google Voice, 623-349-1652. That's 623-349-1652. Call us anytime, then listen for your voice on the show. Do your part. Spread the word about the show by sharing Fat Guy Radio Show on all your social media. And I hear that the gate is eating up the music in the background. When you share Fat Guy Radio Show, a fat guy gets his wings. Isn't that lovely?
That's cute.
A little Led Zeppelin to start the day off, and there's a reason for that. The opening bit of the show, the opening sequence, the comedy bit, and the Led Zeppelin is all dedicated to my friend Peter Wiener. I'll tell you about Peter Wiener because we had Mandate 4.0 last night, and it was a glorious time.
Wiener.
Mandate 4.0. But before I dive into all of that, Philippius, we got to pay some bills.
Yes, we do.
Today's show is brought to you by the Back to School from A to Z, as always, at Amazon. Shopping for back to school supplies, Amazon is the right place to start. Find supplies for your kindergarten to 12th grade children and your college students. Make back to school shopping a snap with Amazon's back to school specials on backpacks, lunch boxes, snacks, and beverages. And go high-tech with Amazon's back-to-school specials on Kindles, calculators, laptops, and printers. Everything you need is there, including all kids' clothing and school uniforms. Take advantage of these tremendous savings with the free shipping using your Amazon Prime account today through the Shop Amazon tab on our website or directly through fatguyradioshow.com/Amazon. Amazon. Doesn't get any better than that. So hell, the gang is all here. We've had a very interesting week. Myself in this world, I experienced some times with people that maybe weren't so pleasant. But I'm glad Jake is here to kind of help out on the show, and thank you, buddy, for coming in.
Can I just say, I really want someone to call that listener line, because I just want to talk to random people.
They don't call live on the show.
I want to talk to live people, though.
Well, we don't have that technology yet.
Wow. Just hook your phone into the system.
Let's
do it.
Those calls don't come to my phone. Are you insane? Could you imagine those phone calls coming directly to my personal cell phone?
That'd be hilarious.
No, it wouldn't. Those phone calls ring on that wall, on the phone on the wall over there in the studio.
It's not even connected, is it?
No, because they go straight to our automated voicemail system.
All right. Well,
has anyone updated that thing?
Yeah. You want to call it? I'm going to call it right now. See what it says.
Call it.
I'm going to call it right here on the air. We weren't even planning on doing this. Jake's already derailing the show, but it's really funny and interesting, and for some reason I'm intrigued. Let's see here. What's the number? Oh, wait, it's right there on 623-349-1652. What does it say? Should we leave a message?
You set this up and you don't even know what's going on?
I record the voices and then the magic people do what they do. Let's see here. Let's call. I'll put it on speaker. 623-349. We're calling our own listener line.
Thank you for calling the Fat Guy Radio Show listener line. Please leave your comment after the tone. And I've got to tell you, every comment that's left on Fat Guy Radio Show listener line can and will be played on air. So leave your message now. And thank you for calling FatGuyRadioShow.com.
Come on. Someone call that, please.
This is the world's worst show. Why would anyone ever listen to this show? Love you, Corey. Bye.
Someone please call that so we can talk about the
we
messages.
we have to pull. Philippius
Yes.
has to pull the messages and play them on the air
Next week.
next week.
Call this week and they're going to get played next week. I'm just making up rules on your show.
Yes, you are. You're just coming on here and just doing whatever you want. But you know what? I'm okay with that. We've got a packed show for everybody today. The Arizona pastor jailed for having church in his home. I definitely want to get into this story. We're not big,
Religious.
Well, we are, because you and I both work at the Church Philippius after the on Sundays we work
Which
together.
I won't be.
Which you won't be there tomorrow, which I'm aware, and you're going to probably rub that in my face for the remainder of today,
Maybe.
leaving me with the infidels and the heathens left to cover you. But that's okay. That's fine. I've had enough to drink last night to make up for tomorrow.
That's awesome.
It's great. So, Arizona pastor jailed for having church. I want to get into that real quick. Kind of discuss this with Jake, a little back and forth on this.
Yeah.
Also, I had another experience. Not another experience, but an experience with some African American women of larger carriage. Both 7 feet tall and 7 feet wide.
Wow.
So I'll kind of I'll classify this, or I'll title this topic: people in fat glasses and glass houses shouldn't throw fat stones.
Oof.
In the church's chicken at that. And if we have a chance to it, world's best roller coasters. I was watching TV Land, or not TV Land. I was watching Travel Channel.
Yeah.
That's the one you're looking for.
Yeah, I was watching the Travel Channel and I
How
came
you watching
across
travel if you don't have no cable.
online, silly.
Everything's online now.
Everything's online. So I was perusing around online while I was riding the light rail into the studio today, and I came across some wild roller coasters, insane roller coasters. So if we get a chance, we get to that. And also, we're debuting a brand new segment here on Fat Guy Radio Show called Fat News with Corey
Yes.
Blaze. So you'll listen for that in the third segment. But jumping right into this, Jake, please feel free to chime in on this.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if you're aware of this story or not. I'm going to see if I can pull up the actual story.
Yeah.
But and I'm going to summarize it because I don't want to bore everybody. But a Phoenix, Arizona pastor is currently serving a 60-day prison sentence, according to the Arizona Republic reports, because he was arrested for having 80 people come together on a regular basis in a 2,000 square foot building on his property.
So why is he getting arrested though?
Because of zoning laws here in the state of Arizona are very strict. But the reason why attention was brought to this pastor is because people complained. Now, if I have 20 people over my house, my neighbors may get a little irritated.
Yeah.
So imagine 80 people, they ain't all coming in two cars. Probably somebody's got a van somewhere. And if he's already got if he has a 2,000 square foot building next to his property, I would imagine that, it's a pretty nice size piece of land.
Yeah.
But still, 80 people is quite a few people. So the story goes on to say that the pastor and his supporters say that he was jailed for holding weekly Bible study sessions with family and friends, and argue that his constitutional rights have been violated. But the city officials in Phoenix say that the case is about building safety. He was jailed for violating building, fire, and zoning codes. The battle between Salmon and his neighbors in the city of Phoenix has been years in the making, but his current jail term stems from how he used his 2,000 square foot building on his property. According to the city, his church, Harvest Christian Fellowship Community Church, by the way, put any more names in there, Harvest Christian Fellowship, or maybe get an acronym.
Something.
How about HCFCC?
Well, I'm sure everyone just calls it Harvest, right?
Probably so. Harvest received a permit to build a game room there in 2008. The permit prohibited using the building as a church, business, or assembly. Nevertheless, the city cited Salmon for holding worship services there in 2009. Everybody now is claiming that this guy's civil rights or his constitutional rights were violated,
Yeah.
when in actuality, he broke the law.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I have to tell you, right up front, I'm siding with the city on this.
Yeah.
Dude deserves 60 days in jail.
I think I'm siding with the city too, but I'm going to defend him. I'm just
Defense can he possibly have?
going to, he has the right to assembly,
He has, yeah. It doesn't. Listen, now, mind you, Phoenix has tight zoning laws,
Right.
but they're not. What's the word that I'm looking for? They're not like city officials don't go around driving around looking for people with lots of cars parked in their driveway. Yeah. If you drive up the street where I live at any given time of the week, you can drive up my street and there's lots of cars. There's no way that you can say, oh, everybody is at that house.
But it becomes like a nuisance.
Well, it does, but the only reason why the city of Phoenix got involved with this cat is because his neighbors brought attention to the fact that they probably couldn't get their trash cans in and out of their yard.
Right. So, you have the right to assembly or whatever, but
yes,
it's also wrong to disturb the peace. So,
I would agree. But how much disturbing the peace was it? Did he have like a big, huge, band? And I mean, there's only so much you can do in 2,000 square feet.
Yeah, that's so weird. Like, did he have a band?
It would be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Do you think that maybe it was Brad's band or Brando's band?
Brandon's
band.
Should we plug Brandon's band?
Sick as
your secrets.
Sick as your secrets, and that's all we're gonna say about it.
Yeah, my co-host.
Yeah,
has a band.
Do you think that maybe that was the problem that his neighbors brought up the fact, called the police, said there's cars everywhere. Somebody come look into this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think his constitutional right. I don't think his constitutional rights were violated.
We were talking about this a little bit earlier, and I used to have a guy across the street from me who used to hold church services in his house every week.
Is that the guy?
I don't know if it's the same guy, but yeah, he did, and it was the most annoying thing ever.
Did you ever attend those church services?
I never did, because we always thought he was a little kooky. And
well, the article also claims that he had signs out advertising his church. And this is why I was like, at first, when I saw this come across, of course it came from not Fox News.
Of course.
And when they released the story, of course the headline was pastor jailed for serving God. And I'm like, that just can't be it. I mean, this is just, freaking,
right.
Fox News doing what they do and doing whatever.
But get to the crazy part about it.
Crazy part about this. He, in 2008, the city of Phoenix, the tax assessor's office, actually deemed his house a church. And he hadn't paid any taxes. So if you're not a church, how did you go along with it? And this is where, and we'll sum it up this as we prepare to go to break. I can tell you this right now. This guy was probably standing in front of his congregation, stating, yeah, the city's coming after us, and we're going to prevail through God, and we're just going to keep praying that they're not going to kick us out of our building, and this, that, and the other, and we're just going to keep praying because we believe that God is who he is, and we are not going to be failed. No, we're not going to be kicked out. No!
Sing it, brother!
Bro.
I can tell you that's exactly what that dude was probably doing. And then the city said, oh, hell no, bro. You got 2,000 square feet. You got 80 people in there. If one of them, if they had a black lady in there that was going to church dancing like to that music, at any time, her legs rubbing together could start a brush fire and all 80 people are dead.
It's not like they're telling him to not believe in what he believes.
Right. Here you go. Here's an idea. How's this? Call up a school.
Yeah.
You call up a school and auditorium, it's free. The janitor Bob shows up, unlocks the door, lets you in there. You put up your music stands and your speakers, and then you put up the seats, and you got enough room for 80 people. I know my church that I go to, even though sometimes I have heathenistic ways, my church that I go to started in an airport hangar.
Mine started in a school.
What's the difference? So who is this guy to buck the system with the city of Phoenix? I say, serve your 60 days in jail. You deserve it. You broke the law. Nice key right there on that music. That was pretty lovely. All right, folks. You're listening to Fat Guy Radio Show. We'll be back with more fun and more thrills with Jake from Punk Ass Gaming sitting in here. And man, does he look yummy to me.
For the regret you hold in your heart will start to show. If you leave, how will you know? If I
All right, folks. Welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show. What is this?
Oh, my God.
9 days.
9 days again.
Yes.
This is the one that got us kicked off YouTube week before last, isn't
No,
it?
it wasn't.
You sure?
The Sticks. is the
Oh,
one.
Sticks got us kicked off YouTube. All right, folks, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show on fatguyradioshow.com. This portion of the show is brought to you by Rockman Pools. Pool service you can rely on, locally owned and operated, providing cleaning, repair, and installation pool service. Get started today with Rockman Pools at azperfectpools.com or by clicking the banner ad on our website. Rockman Pool Service. Make sure you mention Fat Guy Radio for special offers only available to Fat Guy Radio Show listeners. Did you just see Jake? Did you just see what he did? Show everybody.
I wasn't paying attention.
Show everybody. Thanks for paying attention. Jake, show everybody on Ustream what you just did. Like this is a breeze. I'm sweating and working my balls off over here, and he's just chilling, relaxing.
This is the first time I haven't had to do everything for a show.
I know, but you're working with me now. You're here to serve a purpose, baby. You're here to serve a purpose.
There's no point.
Please make a decision with the sunglasses, either on or off, because
God dang it!
You're
It was
tripping me out.
It was the joke because every time you cut it off, I took my sunglasses off, and then every time you turned it back on, I put them on, so it would change every time I got back on the screen on Ustream.
Why is he here?
You called him.
That was mistake number one, isn't it?
Hey, you brought it up.
The best idea she never had.
Yeah. Sorry. There he goes. So the shot must be on me because he just ripped him off. All right, let's do it so that it really works. Okay. Hey Jake, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going pretty good.
It's really good to see
All
you.
right, well, I'm glad that you're here, man. It's been an amazing time. You having a good time?
Oh yeah, totally.
All right, man. I'm glad that you're having a good time because Punk Ass Gaming is here and we've been having a really great time. Thanks for sneezing all over my arm. It's really great, man. How is it?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's really good to be here.
I'm glad that you're here, man. You weren't fast enough for that one. Oh, you're gonna have to really get it down now. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, there he is, ladies. What about now? Oh,
What?
Hey, he's getting really good.
This is real visual.
This is completely visual. I'm sorry for those of you that are not watching us, and if you're not watching us on
You should be
Ustream,
watching us.
shame on you.
Go watch it. What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, go watch it. All right,
The best TV show out there.
did I pay the bill?
Yeah.
I did pay the bill.
Yeah.
All right, just real quick, and then I want to get into hopefully if we have a chance, my fear of gaming, because Jake and I had a conversation about this when I happened to stumble in on Punk Ass Gaming's taping earlier this week. I was in Church's Chicken. Yes, Fat Guy in Church's Chicken.
Of course.
During my you both didn't have to agree at that same time. I was in Church's Chicken. And
That's what it sounded like.
yeah, that was it. That's the end result of my Church's Chicken visit. So I'm in Church's Chicken,
Yeah.
and I order my chicken, and I'm standing there waiting for the chicken strips that I ordered. The chicken strips that I ordered took a little while because they weren't ready to, they didn't have any ready. And I go to lunch after lunch. I'm like a 1 o'clock or 2 o'clocker luncher because I work late. So I'm in Church's Chicken, and I noticed that it's probably maybe about 8 people in the lobby with me, and there's these 2 African American ladies that are sitting at a table by themselves. 2 ladies sitting on a table by themselves. Both had to be the equivalent of 7 feet tall and 7 feet wide. So we're not talking small, thin ladies here.
Yeah.
We're not talking thin ladies. And the whole time they were sitting there, they were making comments under their breath about everybody in the restaurant.
Really?
So I'm standing at the door waiting for my chicken, and there was a guy that was at the counter, and he orders his chicken. And you hear one of them say, "He don't need that chicken. Look at him. He came in here hungry. He don't need that chicken." And then the other fat one sitting in front of her be like, "I know. He probably gonna order. Probably gonna get some mashed potatoes and stuff."
That is the most perfect voice.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding you.
Did you say something to them?
Don't read ahead. Eyes on your own paper. So I'm standing there, and I'm just overhearing this, acting like I'm on my magic vagina phone. Then a lady walks in. Not even fat, Jake. A lady walks in.
Yeah.
And here come the ladies again. Now, the way that I'm sitting, I'm standing by the door, leaning up against the door, and there's a table behind me with 4 chairs, and they were at the next table with 4 chairs. And it's not, Church's Chickens are not very big.
Right.
In the downtown Phoenix area. So this lady walks in, and she orders a chicken, and she says she orders something special with it. She's like, "I don't want this or this on it," right?
Yes.
She orders something special, which people do at Church's Chicken.
Yeah, that's allowed.
And here come the ladies again. "Why can't she just get it like it's supposed to be cooked? Don't she know people work hard to put this chicken together? She just making it difficult. She work hard." And then the other fat cow weighs in. "Yeah, these people ain't got no respect in here." Mind you, the entire time these 2 black cows are sitting at the table, they're eating chicken too.
Double greasy.
Double greasy. So they're sitting there, they're fat, they're black, they're greasy.
And
they're sitting there passing judgment and making comments about everybody else in the Church's Chicken doing exactly what they're doing.
And they also asked for no mayonnaise.
And they probably asked for no mayonnaise. So they're sitting there, and I mean, just stuck up. So the fat one of the fattest one, the one that was, a good dairy cow. The good dairy cow obviously got to her coleslaw. Because they must have just gotten their food when I got there. Mm-hmm. She got to her coleslaw, and obviously something was wrong with it because she woofed it back up to the counter and looked at the manager. Now, the Church's Chicken that I was at, and I'm not going to tell the actual location because I don't know. Just not going to do it.
73 Fort.
Yeah, so she hoofs it. She hoofs it back up to the counter, and she says, "Something's wrong with my coleslaw." Now, this particular Church's Chicken I go to out of my way because she has it's the nicest manager in the world.
Yeah.
Mexican lady. She's, "Oh, hello, welcome, thank you. Is there anything else I can get for you?" She does what she normally would do. She grabs the food, she grabs the coleslaw, chucks it in the trash, and prepares her mashed potatoes. I thought that fat, greasy black lady is just sitting in there sampling everything because she brought the mashed potatoes back up too. Now you're probably thinking, "Corey, did you hang out in this Church's Chicken for your whole lunch hour?" No, they had to cook my tenders. So that tenders are prepared 9 minutes because I'm a fat guy and I know that. Mm-hmm. I know how long tenders take to cook. 9 minutes. That's how long I was in there. So I finally get my food, and they're just sitting there. "Yeah, they don't need that. She don't need that either, girl. Don't need that. Probably got arthritis." Just sitting there, just talking up a mess like 2 old biddies do. Talking up a mess.
Wow.
So then I'm not saying nothing to him. I'm looking at him out the corner of my eye. I'm minding my own damn business, doing my own damn stuff in my own damn Church's Chicken. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Till they had something to say
About you.
about me.
Ooh.
And that ain't gonna go over too well. So I walk up to the grocery store. I walk up to the counter. I get my bag of food, and I'm heading towards the door, and I forgot to grab a straw. Put my hand on the door, start to walk out. Remembered I needed a straw. Walked back in and heard them saying, he was just standing there like he was running something. He don't need that chicken too. Look how heavy he is.
Oh.
Did they say, look at that fat black lady?
No! Why, they call me a lady like I'm a lady? I'm not a lady!
That was the joke.
She's a lady. Oh, yeah, that was a joke.
Thanks, guys. Oh, wow.
We'll be here all week, ladies. So don't cry. It's okay. I'll hold you after the show. Listen, so they say, like, he need that, like he running something. He don't need that. Look how big he is. So I turn around. Nobody else has said anything to these ladies. And I, not yell, but lifted my voice. And I just looked at them and said, fat people that live in fat houses shouldn't throw fat stones. And they were appalled. Ooh. They were appalled. I glanced back through the window because I was standing on the way out the door like a little chicken. I looked back in, and everybody in the church of chicken, but those two fat black cows were sitting there smiling because they were talking loud enough where everybody could hear them.
Yeah.
Just rude. You fat, black, greasy, nasty son of a bitch. All them ladies pissed me off. Sorry. Jake, you okay?
Wow.
It's your first show here. Are you afraid?
I'm
You're
no.
already scaring him and getting the black
This is
guy
good.
out.
I was so irritated, man. The nerve of them thinking that they just in there running stuff. Jake?
Yeah. Man.
That ain't cool.
Very good, Jake. Thank you very much, baby. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. I know.
I'm throwing you to the wolves. All right, but I digress. I still liked it, and I felt good just getting my point back across from them. All right, let's transition here, Philippius, before we head into our next segment here. Jake, do you like roller coasters?
Yeah.
You got roller coasters. One of my favorite lines in Scrubs is when season 8.
Yes.
When Zach Braff, Dr. JD, left the show.
Check the stool.
No, not Check the Stool. Yeah, that's a good one. The musical?
Yeah.
Are you a Scrubs fan?
I'm a huge Scrubs fan.
You're hired. So season 8 when JD was gone from the show before he returned in season 9.
Worst season.
I know, it was kind of, and that's when they went to the college.
Yeah.
That's when they went to the college, and it went from Scrubs to being Scrubs medical school.
Yeah.
And it was okay. It introduced us to that James Franco guy who is toned as balls.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wow.
So thank you very much. That was a little awkward, but I'm okay with it. So they, so JD about roller coasters. What's her name? Sarah Chalk's character.
Elliot.
Dr. Elliot tells Dr. Reed tells Turk,
Yeah.
mistakenly, that JD took his newborn son or his son to Disney World, and Dr. Turk responds in the best line I've heard on Scrubs: Disneyland, they got roller coasters that roller coaster in the dark.
Wow.
And it's one of the best lines ever. I thought I would have gotten a bigger response from you. Do you not remember that episode?
I didn't really watch that season
All right, we'll hold hands and watch season 8 after the show.
because I watched the good seasons,
1 through 7.
1 through 7.
Well, did you not cry at the end of 7 when JD left and he was standing in front of that towel and they were showing the images on his face?
Yeah.
I've never been able to nerd out about Scrubs on this show. Look what's down there.
Oh, the saddest one was when Laverne died. Sad.
Yeah,
the heck was that?
that was me getting a little excited.
Wait, that wasn't you, because you can't reach that high.
See, now you're gonna hurt my feelings. See, you're just jealous because we know about Scrubs and you don't, even though you're sitting over there with your V-neck shirt. Just because you're lifting weights and looking all, different and stuff, and everybody's sending me 15 million emails about what you looked like last week on Ustream and that sexy ass picture that they put of you up on the Facebook page. I think you come in here and just start running stuff.
Hey, I'm the producer here, all right?
You're right.
I just want to say you're looking very toned today.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead and rip that shirt off. Now
Yeah.
listen,
It's already off enough.
season 7.
Yeah.
Season 7 of Scrubs. I did cry. The Laverne episode crying. But I said that to get to roller coasters.
Right.
I was watching the Travel Channel and I was watching insane roller coasters, and they were showing all of these great roller coasters, and I would just start. I was getting dizzy just watching these things. Now, are you into roller coasters?
I love roller coasters.
What is this? Have you? Of course, you've probably done the Disneyland roller coaster.
Yeah, I've done. Yeah, I was just there a couple weeks ago, actually.
Oh, that's right, you were.
Wow.
That's why you were all red.
Yeah, I
Tanned.
got real burned.
You didn't tan, but you got burned.
No, I'm really white, so I got burned.
Oh, I am too.
Yeah, you are. You're the whitest guy I know.
I'm the whitest black guy you'll ever know.
Yeah.
Roller coasters. I'm watching the Travel Channel. Got vertical from some of the roller coasters. They look fun, dude.
Yeah.
But I am a chicken. I'm a big, huge buck chicken. Look it. There was one roller coaster featured on the show at Six Flags, Magic Mountain, Los Angeles. Have you been there?
I went there when I was really little, and I was too afraid to go on anything because I was like 6. But I'd love to go back now.
Roller coaster is Extreme X2. It has 360-degree rotating seats.
Whew.
And when you're on the roller coaster, Philippius,
yes,
it turns you face down and drops you face down.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So you're looking at the ground in most of the things. There are so many there's so many illusions in this roller coaster that looks like they're about to just slam you into the pavement. That's what people like for this Extreme 2 coaster.
Yeah.
Second coaster, again, another Six Flags America in Gurnee, Illinois.
Really?
X-Flight coaster.
Wow.
You sit in pairs, 2x2.
Okay.
Suspended over either side of the track. So the middle on the track is like a little airplane module.
Okay.
You're sitting on the wings of these airplanes. So there's 2 on the right and 2 on the left.
Okay.
I did that wrong. This is my right. This is my left. You're sitting 2 and 2. It's spinning you. You're flying. It gets up to 55 miles per hour. Oh, by the by, I missed Extreme 2 at Six Flags, California, 76 miles per hour.
Wow.
You're like, I'm ready to go.
I know. Let's leave right now.
There's no way
Hit
I'm
them
not
all.
going. I
All
will
the Six
die
Flags.
of a heart attack on these. 55 miles per hour, and you plunge 20 stories, and you fly right towards things until the coaster veers to the left. Now, you wait in line for how long would you wait in line for the coasters at Disneyland?
Like 3 hours.
3 hours, unless you have a fast pass. Then you only wait 2
An
hours.
hour, yeah.
Yeah. You wait all that time. Do you know what the average time of a roller coaster ride is?
Probably like 3 minutes.
Less than a minute and a half. Less than 90 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you stay on there any longer, you die.
What?
Really?
There's no way that your body can sustain that many G-forces. Negative G-forces, positive G-forces, negative and positive. That's pretty much all they have. Negative and positive G-forces. There's no way that your body can.
I will say that at Disneyland it's a little different.
How so?
Because they're not like normal roller coasters. They're a little bit slower and a little bit
30 miles maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about in Toontown.
No, I'm talking even Space Mountain isn't as crazy as Six Flags.
Okay, maybe not Space Mountain. I was still afraid to go into Space Mountain.
Really?
Yeah. I still looked at pictures of Space Mountain being built, but I was still scared to go into
The
Space
only
Mountain.
thing that's scary about Space Mountain is it's pitch black in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Who wants to roller coaster with a roller coaster in the dark? That's scary, man.
That'd be fun. It is fun.
You were out of here. You are absolutely insane. But you roller coaster.
I roller coaster.
Would you go do the Six Flags roller coasters?
I would love to do that. Me and Philippius.
I'm down. I might pee on myself.
I was about to say, man, there ain't no way in the world that you was going on them roller coasters.
I've been on a couple, but nothing crazy.
When you went to California, when you went to San Diego, you went to SeaWorld. Don't they have roller coasters there? Did you get on any there?
I didn't get on any because we were all with the little kids and we didn't want to break up,
I would never ever do this. Before we go to break, I know we're up on a hard break here. I want to cover this real quick. And Jake, you probably are familiar with this product or whatnot.
Yep.
The Rolling Stones cover.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this
with
the bomb
Zarniev whatever his name is, Tenzingazikit. What's your take on this? Everybody's seen it, so I'm not going to set the stage. But what is your take on this Rolling Stone cover?
So this is the one with the guy from the Boston bombing.
The Boston accused Boston Marathon
Yes.
bomber.
I really wanted to talk about this because this is like a big deal. And the way I look at it is Rolling Stone is just trying to sell magazines, you know?
That's exactly what it is.
And also, another thing I'd like to say, they've had other criminals on the cover.
We had Charles Manson.
Charles Manson,
was
OJ.
on the cover. OJ.
Let's get real.
Wow.
OJ.
When they thought he was guilty.
When they thought he was guilty, OJ. I thought that at one time we had I was mistaken. I told a friend of mine at work at my day job that I thought that we had what's his name? The terrorist on the cover, Osama bin Laden. I thought we had Osama bin Laden on the cover, but he wasn't on the cover of Rolling Stone. He was on the cover of People.
Yeah. And then, also, like Time in Life, they always...
I think what some people are upset about is the fact that it was his selfie pic.
Right. And he looked like a rock star.
He looked amazing.
Yeah.
It moved a little for me.
Yeah. He looked amazing. And I think that's the problem people are having.
I want one. I'm going to buy one. Because this is what it is. I agree with you 100%.
Right.
It was pub. It was all 100% pub. Let me ask you this, Philippius.
Yes.
Have you in the last 10 years heard anything about the Rolling Stones magazine?
No.
It hasn't been relevant in 10 years. And this was their way on making it relevant again.
Yeah, magazine companies are dying.
Because everybody's talking about it now.
Yep.
And it's not like they said that how great he is or how great of American he is. It was just the fact that he looked like a rock star. People think that the Rolling Stone made a bad decision. You don't see the Rolling Stone pulling the magazine off the shelf, do you?
No.
We knew the cover was going to be the cover months before the cover came out. Mm-hmm. Why are we all upset about it now? Just don't buy it if you don't want to, or buy it if you want it for the articles.
Yeah.
I want one just because I want it because it's a dream book.
Yeah.
I think that it'd be perfect. We can hang it up here in the studio and I can stare at it. I want to be on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine next to the Beyonce. Think so?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, folks, when we get back, it's going to be our new segment. We're in segment 3, right?
Yes.
It's going to be our new segment, Fat News with Corey Blaze. We'll be right back on Fat Guy Radio Show. .com. All right, folks, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show on FatGuyRadioShow.com. This segment of the show, Fat Guy Radio Show Fat News with Corey Blaze, is brought to you by 123prints.com. Not just for business people or corporate folks, 123print has everything you need to make you, you. From free business cards to wedding invitations and party invites, with thousands of templates to fit every creative style out there, click 123print banner on our website to get started today.
Yes.
All right, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Fat News with Corey Blaze. Fat Line, Marshfield, Wisconsin, 96-year-old neighborhood grocery store owner Margaret Wolf has owned her store bearing her family name for 54 years. Anyone with a desire to stick up a grocery store would expect one ran by a 96-year-old woman would be an easy target. Well, that wasn't the case when a man wearing a silver mask and carrying a knife walked into Margaret's store this past Monday and demanded that she open the cash register. To which the 96-year-old replied, "I'm not opening that cash register, and that's it. I'm not opening it. You can have all the Tootsie Rolls you want, but I'm not opening that cash register." As Margaret continued to defy the robber, he became agitated and started looking around. The masked robber then noticed the store's security camera, grabbed his knife, and ran out the store. When the Marshfield police arrived, Margaret let the officers know that she had something to say to the robbers when they caught him. "He's gonna get a punishment coming, and it'll be a little bit more than scrubbing the floor." Fat Line, Tampa Bay, Florida. Many housing subdivisions offer their residents access to a public pool just feet from the doors in many cases. Especially during the recent heat wave wreaking havoc on the East Coast, a dip in your neighborhood pool is just what you need in the Sunshine State to stay cool. Unfortunately, not for one female resident who lives in the Fishhawk Ranch subdivision. Jenna Conti has been banned from swimming in her subdivision's pool. On Monday night, the community board voted to keep her out of the pool because of a swimming pool violation. See, Jenna Conti wants to swim wearing a mermaid suit.
Wow.
The Fishhawk Ranch subdivision pool policy prevents people from swimming in any type of swim fin. Jenna told the Tampa Bay Times, "I have a dream of swimming at the Florida Aquarium someday." Because they have, you guessed it, mermaid performers. Fat Line, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Do you want to die today, old man?
Wow.
72-year-old Elmer Morrison claimed that his 23-year-old neighbor Christina Michelle Brown allegedly waved a pocket knife at him on Monday and asked if he wanted to die today. Elmer retreated to his home where he called police. When police arrived, they questioned Elmer's neighbor Christina as to why she wanted to kill the 72-year-old man. To which she allegedly replied, "Because of what he did to me. I had sex with my cat and everyone knows it." It's unclear if Christina actually engaged in intercourse with her cat. Instead, she was arrested and charged with assault and battery with a deadly weapon. Even though in 2011, an Iowa man was charged with animal abuse after police say he got high on methamphetamine and attempted to have sex with his cat before throwing the cat out of a window. The cat died as a result. Sometimes even the idea of bestiality is enough to spark violence. Last month, a Wisconsin man was accused of getting into a bloody bar fight when he insisted that he had his constitutional right to have sex with a goat.
Wow.
Fat Line, Philadelphia, PA. When parents prepare their child to ship off to college, especially Harvard, there are many things to accomplish in a very limited amount of time, except one parent in Philadelphia may have gone a little too far in her son's preparations by posting an ad on Craigslist soliciting for a woman to take her son's virginity before he leaves for college. The ad was titled "Sugar Baby for My Son." The ad described how said respondent, the woman, would meet her son at a concert paid for by the mom, then woo her son into bed and, quote, show him different sex positions. The ad continued, explaining that the arranged relationship was only temporary and would end in the fall prior to her son leaving for college. The woman would then let her son down softly as to allow him to attend college with the confidence to date other girls. The mother of the college-bound cranky anchor vowed to make financial issues for the virgin-snatching woman disappear. The mother's sole goal was to turn her teen from a high school nerd into a cool college kid. No arrests have been made. Craigslist has since removed the ad. Does that sound familiar, Jake?
Well, Corey.
All right, and finally, Fat Line, San Diego, California. Flippy is our hometown. The internet is made up of many things, giving everyone with the ability to cut and paste the opportunity to share pictures with everyone around the world. In the case of Jersey Joe's Pizzeria's owner, this ability has caused his pizzeria a little embarrassment. A bombshell dropped on Wednesday when a 4chan user posted a picture from an unsecured camera allegedly in the kitchen of Jersey Joe's. The picture shows a white-haired man masturbating in the pizzeria kitchen.
Wow.
The picture made its way over to the popular site for restaurant reviews, Yelp.com.
Sounds like old days at Burger King.
Reporters started showing up to confront the owner of Jersey Joe's, Gesip Sierre, about the picture, to which he claimed it was not him. The picture shows a man in a white t-shirt and shorts sitting at a desk with his pepperoni in his hand. The backdrop is a commercial kitchen with a fridge, sink, and containers that are used to keep pizzas warm. Guess Up, the owner, claims that he is being framed by 2 employees he recently had to fire. Critics on Yelp immediately took to Jersey Joe's restaurant page, leaving comments like, "The white cheese pizza has an odd taste." 5 stars for such a relaxed gentleman assisting me. I guess the next time I'm in San Diego, I'll make sure to stop in at Jersey Joe's, where the new motto is Jersey Joe's. Come for the pizza our employees already have, allegedly. This has been your Fat Guy Radio Show news. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a solid ending.
Yeah, went out. We came in flaming, and we went out on a high note.
Yeah.
All right, folks, let's take a quick break here. When we get back, it's more with Jake from Punk Ass Game. We'll be right back on FatGuyRadioShow.com. Woo!
Don't you think we're all feeling crazy? We're in a world where nothing's as it seems, paved with broken dreams.
All right, folks, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show on FatGuyRadioShow.com. This portion of the show is brought to you by our friends over at Stitcher Radio. Stitcher Radio, the Stitcher Radio app available through FatGuyRadioShow.com/Stitcher. Download the Stitcher Radio app to stream our show or other hit shows with no downloading or computer syncing needed. Make sure to enter promo code FatGuyRadio in the How You Heard About Us field when you register the app. Stitcher Radio app, a better way to radio. Get it now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/Stitcher or by clicking the Stitcher banner on our website. I kind of hit that. Didn't realize I was even hitting the post.
Yeah.
All right, Jake.
So,
How you liking it so far?
dude, this is great.
This is really great. Are you enjoying the show or participated in the show?
Oh, I hate it, but I mean, it's great. No, I'm just kidding. I love.
See, he doesn't understand how sensitive
He
I
wants to
am.
get thrown off the 3rd story.
He doesn't know how sensitive I am. I am a sensitive, delicate flower.
Let me just tell you, your facial hair is looking fantastic today.
I shaved myself, which means that my barber is going to be upset at me.
You look great.
Thank you.
I just want to nestle up in your facial hair.
Well, we have to wait for Philippius to leave first.
Oh, okay.
Or
Well,
no, he can stay.
he could join. He's
Hold-
got facial hair too.
Hold the camera.
You want me to hold the camera?
No, it's not. No. I don't know where to go with this. All right, Jake, where am I going? Let me get to this real quick. My fear of are we done?
We're done.
It's an hour already?
Yeah.
How the hell did we get how did we go over?
I don't know.
Wow.
We're done already?
I guess we are
I got
done.
5 minutes. That's it.
We got 5 minutes to go.
Oh,
All right. Well, what did I wanted to get to Bieber spinning out of control again. Have you heard some of the things that have been going on with Justin Bieber?
Bieber.
Little bit.
Bieber. And I'm afraid of playing video games. We talked about this briefly after your show.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to play video games because I'm obsessive compulsive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if I did, I'm already a sexless, mindless drone now. Could you imagine what my life is going to be like? Now, see, Jake probably doesn't have that problem.
You'll spend all your money on video games.
I would. Now, look at Jake over here.
Trust.
Jake, let me give him his own close up over here. Yeah, he wants his close up. Look at that sexy beast over there. Yes, he plays lots of video games, but there is no way. Okay, that's enough. There is no way that that he is having a problem in the boudoir or in the women department. Look at him.
Well, you took me off the screen, so there you go.
Look at him.
Hey.
We did a lot of Ustream stuff for today. We did a lot of Ustream crap today. Lots of Ustream bits. But I'm afraid, do you think that I should ever get into playing video games?
Absolutely.
No way.
I mean,
Just get into ones
even
that
like
are-
smartphone games like Angry Birds, I think you should get into.
Or Compulsive. I'll give a shout out to Compulsive, a friend of mine, Todd Moore of TM Soft, Compulsive.
Yeah.
And I think that this is a game that's on my iPhone, on my iPad, on every mobile device that I have.
You even have it here in the studio.
I do have it here in the studio, and I play it all the time because it's actually very relaxing. And I'll go ahead and give them a free. I love the music to Compulsive. You know what? I'm going to bring it up on the iPad here so that we can, because it's piped in. But I love the music to this Compulsive. The music. Just listen to the music.
You're gonna start playing it now, huh?
Compulsive
Oh, wow.
by TM Soft.
Oh, wow.
It's a really great game. I'll give him a free plug.
What is the purpose?
TMsoft.com.
Oh, wow.
You basically have to move all of the colored dots together to score. I'll show this up on Ustream there. You have to move all the colored dots,
Those are squares.
or all the colored squares together to win.
So it's like Tetris almost.
Almost like Tetris 2.0 in a way.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool. But you sit there and you play. You got 60 seconds, but the game does pause when you get like a lot of different. You get. See, now I want to play it. because
Well,
it's
you could play it in about 5 minutes.
It's compulsive. That was 5 minutes from last time. It was 5 minutes. So I should get into playing these video games.
I think you should.
I think it would be dangerous, man. I'd probably end up hurting myself.
There's nothing wrong with playing a video game here and there.
But I wouldn't be able to do it here and there. I'd end up going all the way in.
I'm telling you, dedicate a day out of your week just for video games.
Sunday.
There ain't no way in hell.
How about a day out of the month?
I tell you what, you come over to my house and force me to play a video game 1 day a week.
All right.
Never will happen.
I'll bring my PlayStation.
All right, you said it. All right, folks, thank you for joining us for another Fat Guy Radio Show. Jake, thanks for sitting in on today's show.
Thanks for having me.
Today's show was brought to you by Back to School from A to Z at Amazon all the time. Where's the ad? There's the ad. Click the Back to School Amazon banner on our website and go directly through fatguyradioshow.com
/Amazon.
/Amazon.
Our website design is provided by Elite Web Management. This program cannot be rebroadcast without the written consent from an authorized representative of Fat Guy Radio Show.
.com. Our show survives on the support of advertisers. Know someone with a business product or service. Advertising on Fat Guy Radio Show effectively and affordably reaches thousands of active listeners locally, nationally, and worldwide every day. For advertising rates, email sales at
fatguyradioshow.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe on iTunes by clicking the iTunes button on fatguyradioshow.com.
Button.
You can also join us live on fatguyradioshow.com /live or watch the replay on our YouTube page, youtube.com /Fat Guy Radio Show.
Subscribe and read my daily blog, After the Levels, at afterthelevels.com. If you love Fat Guy Radio Show, you will like After the Levels at afterthelevels.com. For Fat Guy Radio Show cast and crew, I'm Corey Blaze saying, skinny people, that's you, Jake. Fat people already know they're fat, so stop reminding us. Listen, like, and laugh, everybody.
Check out
See
Punk
you
Ass
at
Gaming.
the top.
Bye-bye!
Nobody cares about Punk Ass Gaming. Now that the show is over, visit fatguyradioshow.com /sponsors and take advantage of some of the amazing deals that are offered to you exclusively as a Fat Guy Radio Show listener. That's fatguyradioshow.com /sponsors. And if you have a good experience with one of our sponsors, feel free to email us at fatguyradioshow@gmail.com to share your story. We love hearing from you. fatguyradioshow.com /sponsor.